I, at this point, don't even know if there is a solution to make All-Star better. Unless you're going to tell these players, hey, we'll pay you $1 million if you win the dunk contest. Like, that might have to be the number to get some of these bigger guys to compete. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club, where we give you a courtside view of all things that are going on in the world of sports and entertainment. We are back today in my home studio, but this weekend I was actually at NBA All-Star. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, because there's a ton of dialogue going on online right now, and I actually got the firsthand experience of what NBA All-Star was like this year. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. NBA All-Star is dead. It was one of the worst All-Stars I think I have ever been to. And like I told you guys in my video last week, I don't even stay for the games on Sunday anymore, because I've been going to All-Star for the past 8 years. And normally the game on Sunday is one of the worst events of the week because nobody plays competitively. And this year they exceeded my expectations on how poorly and how low the competition level was in this game. So I was there for All-Star Saturday night, and it was different because this is the first All-Star that I've been to where they put any of the events in the football stadium. Like, the atmosphere, for whatever reason, and we can talk about the reason, just the energy just felt really, really low for Saturday night. Whereas I feel like Saturday night normally is the best night of All-Star. Everybody's looking forward to the three-point contest. Everybody's looking forward to the dunk contest. And I feel like for the past few years, the energy just hasn't been there. And this year, to me, and the 8 All-Stars that I've been to, was the lowest energy of all. But let's get to the dunk contest. Dunking, something that everybody loves, something that everybody always wants to talk about, a contest that I am always looking forward to. We have 2 G League players, a rookie, and Jaylen Brown in the dunk contest. And this is no disrespect to anyone. Obviously, we wanted to see Mac back in the dunk contest because he put on such a show last year. But Jaylen Brown, I will say, this is maybe against the grain in my opinion here, but major props to Jaylen Brown for showing up. He's not somebody that you think of as being this crazy in-game dunker. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think of Jaylen Brown as a dunking guy. But he showed up. He's an NBA vet. He showed up and did his best. Were his dunks good? No. Did he deserve to be in the final 2? I also don't think so. But it was NBA vet versus NBA G League player in Mac McClung, who, of all the people, Mac McClung put on the best show, and he didn't even perform as well as he did last year. Stephen A. Smith went on First Take today and said that LeBron James is directly responsible for ruining the slam dunk contest. Refusing to participate was the beginning and the spark plug of its demise, period. There is no one who can dispute that. So let's look at this clip.
The slam dunk contest. I got the stat here, Shannon, because when we're talking about the slam dunk contest from 1985 to 1997, 5 of the 13 slam dunk contests were won by future Hall of Famers Jordan twice, Dominique Wilkins twice, Kobe once. Michael Jordan participated in the contest 3 times. Dominique Wilkins 5 times. 5. Every high jumper, every skywalker, every above the rim talent salivated for the opportunity to compete in the slam dunk contest. It stopped when LeBron James said, "I'm not doing it." And from that point forward, the stars who followed didn't feel compelled to prioritize a slam dunk contest. The tradition that was set by others preceding LeBron James. We watched LeBron James, and then you know what he did, Shannon, to rub it in? He'd do it on the layup lines before games. You went to the games and you had people with the cameras clicking and going crazy because they saw LeBron James using a layup line pregame as his own slam dunk performance. And he did it on purpose, okay? So what I'm saying to you is when we look at the demise of the slam dunk from an historical perspective, there is no one who knows basketball who will refute what I'm saying. There is no one who will do it. LeBron James refusing to participate in the slam dunk contest was the beginning and the spark plug of its demise. Period.
You know
there
what?
is no one who can dispute that.
I think Stephen A. makes a fantastic point, and I think that that's just the undertone of All-Star now is none of these guys want to be there, and it's so very clear. You look at the dunk contest that we had a couple days ago, and Mac and Jalen, I forget who even it was, they're recreating Dominique Wilkins' dunks that he did in the dunk contest. In 20 years, we are going to have no dunks to recreate unless you want to go back to Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, because that was the best dunk contest that we've had in recent times. There's going to be no legends that you're recreating. Are you going to recreate Mac McClung's dunks? And no disrespect to him, because he seems like a humble guy who's really hungry and unfortunately just isn't good enough at this very point in his career to be a star on an NBA team. But he comes out there and competes. So why are, I've gone so back and forth with like saying that I see both sides. I see why the guys who are all-stars want to take it easy and don't want to risk injury. And it's, every other guy in the league is getting a break during this time. I've seen that side, I think, almost to a fault, because what we saw at NBA All-Star this weekend is no excuse. There's another clip from Kobe, and fast forward to years ago, where he's talking about guys play harder at pickup runs at UCLA than they do in the All-Star game. Like, how much injury are you risking by playing defense at 60, 70%? Because what we saw on Sunday was defense at 20% possibly, and then laughing as you're like on-delaying, letting a guy run by you and dunk. And how many guys also, when they had the opportunity to dunk in the Sunday night game, and I know I'm going all over the place right now, they had an opportunity to dunk in the game and just didn't. They just rim grazed or did a little layup. Luka was doing it. Joker was doing it. I forget who it was. One player got denied at the rim because they just weren't warmed up and didn't really care. So for dunk contest, for the Sunday night, which used to be like those two big ticket things that everybody wanted to turn into, I, at this point, don't even know if there is a solution to make All-Star better. Unless you're going to tell these players, hey, we'll pay you $1 million if you win the dunk contest. Like, that might have to be the number to get some of these bigger guys to compete. Because I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if they're too scared to embarrass themselves if they don't win and they feel like they have to live up to a certain thing. Injury's not it. I'm sorry. You're not going to get injured dunking. I guess I've turned the tide of feeling bad for NBA All-Stars, because what All-Star used to be was for the fans. All-Star's not coming back to Indianapolis. I don't even know when. Probably not in the next 20 years. There's a lot of basketball fans in Indianapolis who are really excited about it. Even Adam presenting the trophy after the game, he said something like, well, East, you guys scored the most points. Like, he was visibly disappointed with how little effort was shown on the court. East and West combined for 168 three-point attempts. There was one play where Luka took 2 dribbles. It was in the middle of the quarter and shot from the free throw line on the other end of the basket, like on the other end of the court, past half court. It was really bad. And I think there's been so much conversation about it. I don't know if it's something where the NBA realizes this is a problem, so they are going to just lean more into, hey, let's put all our energy and effort into the in-season tournament because we can make that exciting. Or let's focus on the play-in tournament during playoffs, and All-Star becomes something that just slowly fades away. It's just sad to me because I do remember as a kid, All-Star being one of the biggest nights in sports. It was like comparable, maybe not to the Super Bowl, but it was like that thing that you would get so excited for. That was like almost the biggest night in the NBA season. The biggest weekend in the NBA season was All-Star weekend. And we were really excited to see all these players get together, play against one another, the one-on-one matchups that you would never get during regular season, Kobe and Mike going up against each other. And to see that fire die, and to see also the players not seem to care at all. Anthony Edwards said, it's a break. I don't think nobody wants to come here and compete. He's one of the young stars in the league that a lot of people think is going to be like this next generation of NBA superstars. And he's saying it straight to the media. It feels like a break to me. I don't really want to compete. So I guess kudos for being honest. However, it's for the fans. And I think by showing just such a lack of care about this weekend and showing that to the fans, it's not going to be good for the NBA as a whole. And it's really, really sad to see. There's one more tweet that kind of sums up everything. All joking aside, the NBA has an issue with events. The season's too long. Regular season games don't feel special, which is very true. The regular season is suffering heavily. And on the one night where they can showcase the actual product to casual fans and the general public, this is what gets delivered. And it's like, this is the stage where we can show, hey, this is what the NBA is all about. And you have a bunch of superstars who look like they just feel so entitled that they don't have to be here. They can play however they want to. And this is coming from a place of somebody who actually loves the NBA and wants to see it succeed. And I work so much with the NBA and I've been following it for however many years. So this is criticism and complaints that I'm giving, and I feel like a lot of sports media people are chiming in, is coming from a place because we actually love the game and we love the NBA. And it's sad to see where it's going. That there has to be a $500,000 prize in the in-season tournament for guys to come out and play hard. They don't play for the pride of their team or themselves anymore. They're only playing for whatever that next check is. Or so many rules about we can't sit certain superstars. The fact that we had to make rules about sitting guys is because people were just sitting out when they didn't feel like playing. So it's the integrity of the game, and I don't know where all it stems from.